Those who are ready to awaken according to the preselected junction points by their higher selves, awaken quickly within the next few weeks. Many of you may experience lapses of time absences, sudden depression, strange feelings, forgetfulness, disorientation, or be filled with deep inner knowing. You may feel prompted to leave your home and go somewhere else. Greetings everyone. Before plumbing, I would like to add a personal note. As I mentioned in my previous message, a lot is happening at the moment. I'm sure most of you have heard of the third wave of ascension. Or as I explained, part 3 of the ascension. They are also talking about the event. I would like to say that although the event is to be a truly magnificent experience, I feel strongly that we should not wait for any major events in order to change our lives and shape them what we want them to be. The veil was refined enough to take responsibility for our lives, and we take appropriate action in order to manifest what we want to experience. And although, again, there are special moments in time when things become much easier to manifest, as I will to talk in this message, every change starts with you and go up to you to take advantage of various energies or not. So please remember that all events, junction points, portals, etc., are there to make things easier for us. But that does not mean that we should mourn and complain about our lives and do nothing, hoping that someone will take care of things for us. It does not work. Our guides and various beings of light are working around the clock trying to set the stage for us, but we really have to act. There is a famous saying attributed to a Roman philosopher, Seneca, says that luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. So please keep all this in mind as you continue your journey of ascension. Returning to part 3 of the ascension process. The other night I was at my computer, working, when suddenly I was pulled to another experience. I felt lifted out of the body and floated in a circle of beautiful beings of light. In the center, I saw a bright ball of light that looked very much like a plasma lamp. I saw a procession with many light beings throughout the universe gathering. I felt make a pyramid in a line of other pyramids, like a triangle, almost like a real building block. I felt I was acting as a transmitter of a very powerful energy type. There was a whole series of pyramids like this. It was as if all the transformed semis and small pyramids formed a set of two, a pyramid pointing up and one pointing down, forming a pattern around this bright ball of light. From this plasma ball, a lot of energy emanated through us and was permeating the whole planet. When I asked, I had explained that many energy portals were activated and lots of light was generated from within the planet and was delivered to the bodies of all those who dwell on the planet. Those who are ready to awaken according to the junction points pre-selected by their higher selves, awaken quickly within the next few weeks. To help you understand this better, I would like to explain what is a junction point. I'm sure many of you have heard about it, but some do not. Our time on Earth moves differently than the universal time. On this planet there is what is known as linear time, which does not exist outside of Earth. In this matrix, we are living the experience in continuous time, where we believe that we are moving from birth and cannot physically go back in time. Outside the Earth, time is seen completely differently, everything happens in the now moment. Beings from other dimensions are easily able to maneuver through time and space. That's how they are able to return to our past and move into the future, or visit us at this point in time. However, to do this, they must wait until all the different moments coincide at one point, a moment, opening a door through which they can jump realities, dimensions, etc. Think of it like traveling to another country for a special meeting and you have to arrive on time. In order to get there you have to take a specific plane at a specific time. If you miss your flight, so you have to wait for another and you will miss this meeting and will have to reprogram yourself. Same thing here. At times we have several crossings of time points and time from which we can jump timelines, express what we want for our reality, change the reality in which we live, etc., etc. These moments occur for each of us individually and collectively. And that's exactly what the channel is talking. I was told that in the weeks to come many of you will meet with your guides in person on Earth, in meditations, in your dreams. Some of you will even be brought on board ships and printed with various information through language of light, which later will be activated when the time is right, and translate it into your brain so that you can then take appropriate action. Many of you may experience lapses of time, time absences, sudden depression, strange feelings, forgetfulness, disorientation, or be filled with deep inner knowing. You may feel prompted to leave your home and go elsewhere. Call a friend, go to a place you never thought of going before, etc., etc. All this will be your guide's ways to communicate with you and take it to its own junction points, where you will be able to select/choose the next steps in your ascension process. For example, when I graduated from college, long before my spiritual awakening, the economy was very bad, I was running out of money and begged the heavens that I needed help, and suddenly I got a call. Someone who invited me for an interview in a cafe. I could not believe it. Reluctantly I agreed and went to the interview. In 5-minute interview I heard, "You have work starts tomorrow." And it was because I heard my intuition. This is just one example of the junction in time and the experience of being led by their guides and angels. Some of you can, and others who have not yet experienced, may want to try in the weeks coming. The reason I shared my story here with you is to show you that when you feel a little push to go and do something that sometimes does not make sense, though cautious, you must follow your intuition, because at that moment in time, more often than not, it is to be taken to a meeting that will change your life for the better. And as we all have our own personal points in time from which we can jump to other timelines, Gaia and the collective consciousness also have these moments in time, which is why it is so important to gather for meditation purposes at specific times, and this is what is about to happen. At the specific time in the coming weeks we will feel our nudge to relax, go to sleep or meditate. I am told the point in time will occur on June 21st, and most of us will be called to participate in the mass meditation. Some of you will just suddenly feel tired and have no choice but to take a nap, others will feel a sudden desire to be in nature to connect with the earth, others will be attracted to a meditative state, while others will experience phenomenal appearances of various beings of light and be lifted out of their bodies and dragged incredible experiences, and some will experience lapses of time, suddenly find yourself driving or walking somewhere where you do not remember how they got there, etc. For many of you, this has become a second feature, but for those who are awakening, this can be a very strange experience. So if you feel that someone is in a point of awakening or just, make sure explain that things like this are absolutely normal, they are healthy and there is no need to panic or rush to the doctor, that things will return to normal within a day or two after this gigantic initiation. Also, and this is very important for you all, each has access to the Akasha, you can ask to be connected and guidance. Again, the orientation can come in many forms, so is open to various experiments in the coming week. I hope to help many of you, when we are being prepared for the big event that should really change human consciousness around September 2017, which will again be a very special moment in time. That said, here is the channeling I received from our galactic partners. Part 3 of the initiation is underway. The magnificence of what is being presented to all who hear the inner call, the magnificence of the language of light and teleportation to a higher frequency is actually occurring within the subatomic principles of being. The information portal newly found is connecting the cerebral cortex, quickly involving the observer us, through which information travels faster than the speed of light and is delivered into the subconscious, where it will remain until a moment in time to be fully activated, in order to boost each facing a moment in time where your dream can manifest in its earthly present reality. What we are trying to tell you, beloved, is the important moment of the third part of the ascension process is ongoing, and many new and tremendous opportunities for growth and expansion await each and every one of you on this planet. The transformation of collective consciousness has begun and will continue during the period of 6 to 9 months of his earthly linear time frame. Within that period, much should change in their own lives, to you be prepared to join in time when the collective consciousness of humanity can actually go to a new octave of being, and therefore each is prepared on its own way to the event is fast approaching and will culminate in a point of no return for all mankind in due time. Merkaba, the large magnitude event, actually is approaching its land banks, and it's time to prepare once again for what is to come. Each of you should be taken on board their own light ships, in what is called as your Merkaba Ascension Vehicle, which will be fully activated and will remain activated for the duration of that experience. all of you are part of the ascension process, masters of the universe, who actually went through time and space in order to get to Gaia and lead humanity out of the oblivion veil, to conduct human souls and all who dwell on Gaia outside the matrix of creation itself of them, and to reintroduce them to what was lost in past ages. It is time for each act in their efforts. The time has come to add together with the new principles of being, the new principles of encodings that should continue to be delivered to their subatomic principles of being. Stay true to who you are, faithful to the vocation/calling in your heart, and remember to exercise their intuitive centers with careful when you handle the last bits of debris in the density of the past, transmuting what does not belong in its existence in the land plan. Remember that all is one. Remember that you are divine beings of light and love. Remember that you are sustained by everything, for you to be everything. You are all magnificent beings of creation, powerful beings of light and love that are ready to take active roles, headlights, organizers, teachers, guides and freethinkers to help human souls to remember what they are and to help souls human progress in the right direction for the collective consciousness of Gaia. Know that you are being supported by everything. Know that each of you is being monitored daily and are being assisted by those of the higher realms in their own higher selves. In fact, each of you is being driven and being to work closely at this point in time. For the progress of collective consciousness is necessary bravery and deep inner knowing that you brought to this plan of existence. Know that you should have access to everything you need to know at this point in time. Allow these experiences to unfold. Let us work with you, through your vehicle time and space, to guide you, help you, the order to bring the decrees necessary to humans. Understanding the time and space continuum that should light the clarity of their mission. Know that you are being supported by everything. Know that is because it is. That's all we have for you now. We love you. We are with you. Bye for now.